Hello everybody and welcome back to Sweet and Sour Soccer, and I'm finally back from my week's holiday. Guys, the first story that I'm going to be bringing you on my return is a pretty spicy one because it's concerning these two clubs that are on my screen now, Celtic and Rangers, who potentially, if you believe the sources, various sources that have come out today, are in a transfer war after the same player. And that player is Nigerian striker Stephen Odey. Apparently, both clubs are after this striker, and it could get pretty juicy to see which club he ends up at. Guys, before I jump into the video any further, though, do me a massive favour, hit that like button. We are also a general football channel, so we're going to be keeping you up to date with both rumours and confirmed transfers from both teams. So do me a massive favour and hit that subscribe button as well. And let's waste no more time and get into speaking about this striker. Nigerian striker Stephen Odey, the 24-year-old striker who had an absolutely brilliant season at Danish team Randers, not Rangers, Randers. In fact, he actually scored 13 goals in the Danish league, as well as scoring 3 goals in 5 appearances in the Conference League as well. And this has sparked interest from both Celtic and Rangers reportedly, who have been scouting him for some time now. He actually came on loan to Randers last season from Genk, but Randers has activated a clause which has meant that they have been able to buy him. But don't let that rule anything out, the fact that they're only bringing him in this season. I think that transfer officially goes through on the 1st of July because the sporting director of Randers has been speaking about potentially going elsewhere. And one thing that was really interesting was the fact that he also refused to, when asked, refused to rule out that there has been some interest from both Celtic and Rangers. Of course, they did say that they would like to keep the player, but of course, you know, he's been attracting a lot of interest, and especially for the Danish club, it would attract a nice bit of profit because they signed him for just 600k, and it's believed that he would be going for quite a bit more than that 600k that they signed him for. So yeah, the player himself, as I said, Stephen Odey, he's 24 years of age. He's a Nigerian striker, but he can also play on the wing positions as well. He can play on both the left, right-hand side as well, which obviously is very preferential that having a player that can play in multiple positions. But he is best as a centre forward in that striker role. And of course, he did have a brilliant season last season. Now, interestingly about this rumour at the moment, there has been no official bid. Maybe that's not surprising when the official transfer to Randers won't go through until the 1st of July. But it does, you know, there has been apparently talks with the players, and it has been said so far when you're looking into this, it looks like Rangers have been the one to make the first move. It's been reported that Rangers behind the scenes have already been speaking a bit with Randers and have also been speaking with the player himself to see if he would entertain the move to the Ibrox. But it's also been reported that Celtic do hold interest and would reportedly be looking to make a bid themselves, which could be really interesting. Of course, Rangers and Celtic, because of the way that things have changed, now both having Champions League football next season, you really wonder what would be the selling point. You know, how would they basically convince him to sign for one than the other? Let's face it, whichever one he signs for, he's going to be loved by one of the clubs, hated by the other. It'll be really interesting to see how they manage to convince him to sign for one, not the other, if it does come into a bit of a transfer war. Could it depend on the price, though? As I said, he was signed for just 600k for Randers. They signed him for just 600k this summer when that transfer goes through. But the estimated price is around 4 million it's going to cost. As I said, that would be a nice return for the Danish team, and I'm sure it's probably financially something that they can't turn down. But interestingly, there was reports that it was reported that the transfer fee was going to actually be around 2.5 million originally. But the sporting director of Randers has said, no, that's not happening. It would require more than that. And it has now been estimated that fee would be around the 4 million mark. I think this could be a very good signing. I think both Celtic and Rangers have been linked with other strikers this transfer window, which we have covered stories for both you guys on those transfers. But one thing that does has to be said is this transfer would be a lot more, I guess, price efficient, and maybe it's not a name that would be exciting as the others that have been suggested, but The other signings that have been mentioned have had a much significant more price tag. Could this one be a lot more one of those that's a lot easier to do? And of course, even at a £4 million fee, this could be one which Celtic or Rangers, whoever gets the player, could sell on in the future if he does well for a much higher price, which is, of course, something that's always attractive for both clubs. Guys, let me know your feelings. Is this one signing that you would welcome? Is it one which, you look forward to the war with Celtic and Rangers going head to head with each other? And let me know if you are a Rangers or Celtic fan. Who's going to win this battle? Who is going to win this battle? Guys, as I said at the start of the video, we are a general football channel. We're going to be keeping you up to date with all the latest transfer activity. So do me a favour, hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel as well. We're just a few subscribers away now from 2,000. No, I think from 3,000 actually. So do us a massive favour and help us get there. And hopefully I'll see you on another video. Thank you and goodbye.